Hello there. It is wet and it is cold outside, so I'm hiding inside. I just wanted to share what happened this morning, actually. I wake up early in the morning. I like to listen to the shipping forecast on Radio 4. I know that makes me weirder than I already am. Somehow it's soothing. I don't know what it means, but I like it. Anyway, I wake up early and my calendar is really packed. It's pretty much always been that way. And so in the mornings is when I can get out, especially when we're in another lockdown, to have that walk that I'm supposed to have. The walk that I know makes me feel better. The walk that I know makes my brain work better. And yet, I got up this morning, I was ready, I had my double jackets on, ready to walk out, and I stuck my head out my bedroom sliding door, felt the cold, and I was just like, nah, not gonna do it. And so this is a weird one, right? There's two things here. One, we have to recognize those days when our routine needs to change, where we need to say, you know what, today I just need tea and a warm blanket before I start work at whatever time it is for you. And then there'll be other days where you have to consider something different. And that's that this is the second or maybe third time in a row now I've missed my walk because it's just been too cold. And that's nothing new. It's always cold in the mornings. And so we all have to think about our recuperation. When we know something helps us work better, when we know something helps us think better, when we know something helps our bodies feel better, our minds feel better, or just us have a break from a chaotic household, if you're one of those people sharing a home or with partners and children and everything else around, we've got to take advantage of those recuperative moments. When I played, I distinctly remember my trainer in the summertime. He used to tell us at the end of a workout, especially a particularly hard one, tomorrow's a rest day. And so in my head, I remember the first time it happened, I thought, great, I'll see you then. I'll be in bed. And he was like, no, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, it's a rest day. Yeah, see you tomorrow. And so we'd arrive and we'd go through some stretching, which would be more vigorous than I'd like. And then we'd get in the pool and we'd do some running in the pool, or we'd do something else. And he'd come up with a myriad of different ways for us to move that were gentler, for sure, than what we normally did. And at the end of that day, I felt this welling resentment because this was my day to lie in bed and do nothing. And yet the next morning I'd wake up and I would feel young again. I would feel like I could really go for it the next day. And sometimes during lockdowns like this, during times of chaos and disruption like this, we can start to lose interest in the things that are a bit effortful, but really do reap a reward for us. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you've been doing to help you kind of reinvigorate yourself, to help you recuperate, but it's probably not going to be lying on the couch. I'll be out tomorrow morning, no matter the cold or the rain. And what are you going to do tomorrow that helps you recuperate? Bring back some of that energy, especially at a time like this when there is so much going on. Think about it. What's your recuperation and how are you going to commit to it? And I know many of you have really busy lives. My sister's dealing with homeschooling and other stuff that I have the luxury of not worrying about. But you've got to find time for yourself because you can't pour from an empty cup.